McNally at the guard spots. Dylan Brooks out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Jazz, we've got Bojan Bogdanovic. Gobert is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Conley, and it's Ingles in at the 2 guard. Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
I'll tell you, you cannot give Rudy Gobert an inch of space when he's working the glass. This guy excels at using his reach.
Now here's Morant. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Frank, it's going to be a battle of the boards tonight. You know what that's like. You played alongside some great rebounders.
No doubt about it. Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley. I mean, Brian Grant, a lot of guys that earn their living wearing that hard hat.
Now here's Morant. Following the miss by Michael Conley. Now on against Ingles. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And it's Bogdanovic off the drive.
Well, how about Bogdanovic showing a bit of mobility on his way to the rack, drawing the foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Well, Bojan Bogdanovic may be one of the most underrated players in this league. This guy understands his role and plays it well.
And so Bogdanovic nails both of them.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And here's Valanciunas. A 14-point game for him in the win against Orlando.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Well, not to be denied, right? Jonas Valanciunas takes a hit and still finishes through contact.
Gobert finds Ingles. Here is Conley. High arcing shot.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
Brooks outside. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And the basket is good. Valanciunas has got his second bucket of the night.
This guy's been adept at finding ways to finish inside. Jonas Valanciunas doesn't miss many of these chances. Given an opportunity, he'll deliver.
Now, here's Ingles. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix. Morant with a wide-open look. Offensive rebound. No good from Valanciunas.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Now on against Ingles. Here's Conley. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
Well, this guy could have powered on the interior, but goes to the floater game. This is one of his specialties.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Last time they met was in Memphis.
Well, they were on the wrong side of a very close matchup last time they met. But what a great game. Going with an almost entirely new group here. Derek Favors checked in for Gobert.
Ilyasova comes in for O'Neal. George Niang, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Joe Ingles. Now here's Morant. His last outing, he had 8 points. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And the rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
That's good from Morant.
The combination of scoring and passing at that PG position makes Morant valuable. An all-around player with a bright future.
Now, here's Clarkson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix. Yep, that one goes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
First free throw is good. He's off on the second. So Favors will bring it up for the Jazz. Trailing by 2. Here's Conley. And the layup's good off the glass.
Hey, this guy is competitive, he's tough, and he'll play through contact. Mike Conley doing work inside.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. To the inside. And it's Clark with the jam.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's tightly guarded. Here's Niang. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Memphis leading. So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Clark is out there with Winslow. Then there's John Morant. And there's Jackson. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Here's Conley following the score by Memphis. The pass to Favors. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. Royce O'Neal comes in for Ilyasova. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for George Niang. And it's Joe Ingles in for Mike Conley. There's Winslow, and no good. Good D by Bogdanovich. Pulls it up. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, that, to me, typifies the confidence Bogdanovich possesses, a knockdown shooter with the quick pull-up.
Back to Brooks. Shoots from the line. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanović was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play. Well, nice job crashing the glass. You love to see that kind of effort.
And here's Brooks from outside. Brooks can't get that one to fall. Jazz have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Passes it to Gobert. The shot's good on the assist by Engel. And the Jazz lead by 2.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Brooks. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Now here's Winslow. Bogdanovich missing his last shot. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul. Mike Conley's checked in for Clarkson. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Stolen by Michael Conley. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Brooks outside. Over Bogdanovich. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Jazz lead by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. It didn't look like they'd be in this position at the half, holding a 4-point lead, but it was a very good second quarter for them. What did you think about Utah, Kenny?
Their offense is functioning at a very high level tonight. Shot selection has been excellent, and they're not wasting any possessions. It's the efficiency. That's right, the efficiency that every team is looking for in every single game, Ernie.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
Well, their D wasn't a disaster, but they can improve on it. They lacked energy out there and have given up a lot of good shots. They got to defend with more passion in the second half.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Michael Conley, what a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Jazz. Conley out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic, and it's Gobert in its center. Conley finds Gobert. Pass to Bogdanovic. A 3-ball. Sinks the three-pointer. Bogdanovic has got the lead up to 5 now for the Jazz. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And the first one drops.
What an athletic lineage from Mike Conley. Of course, Mike Sr., triple jump gold medalist at the 92 games. Mike Conley, for over a decade, has been a tremendous NBA player.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Derek Favors checked in for Gobert, and it's Ilyasova in for Royce O'Neal. And Conley drops them both. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Jackson, and the rejection by Favors.
I think you want to see more of this from Derek Favors. You love to see him be aggressive and try to send shots back.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
George Niang, he's checked in for the Jazz. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here is Conley. 8 points for him. Here's Niang. The kick out to Ilyasova. Over Clark. Jackson trying to break free. And there's Ilyasova on the assist from Favors.
and hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Allen passes to Clark. Jackson trying to break free. No good from Clark. Jazz leading by 7. To the middle. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Oh, you love to see Favors get high for the slam. What an impressive vertical with that size.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Lets it go from deep. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, don't you love how Derek Favors goes right into the contact? This guy's not afraid to be whacked because he's so strong.
The Jazz have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. The first one falls.
Most people would say Derek Favors a throwback big man, right? The guy wants to be effective at posting up, but he can shoot the face-up jump shot as well.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for George Niang. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Morant. He has 7. There's 1:17 left here in the third quarter, and the shot goes in. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now here's Conley. He's got 8. Pass to Clarkson. Here's the 3. The offensive rebound. Favors. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A moment here to check out the numbers for Conley. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable, averaging 15 points a game, 10 assists, and 3 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
And that one falls for Favors. A different look for Utah. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Ilyasova. And it's Bogdanovich in for Joe Ingles. And so Favors nails both of them. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Conley against Morant. Here's the teardrop. Here's Tillman. Gobert with the block.
An intimidating force who continues to wipe away shots with ease. Go to work, Rudy Gobert.
Clarkson passes to Favors. 7-second difference, shot and game clock to the paint. Conley's shot is off. Brooks outside. Up again, and so it's Utah. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Jazz leading by 9, so the Grizzlies 5 right now. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Anderson. And it's Tillman in at the 4. Now here's Favors. 6 on the shot clock. And now look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for that game against the Spurs, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And that one falls for Favors. And so Favors nails both of them.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
It's Brooks on the wing. He's covered by Clarkson. Brooks misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
No good. Nice D from Valanciunas.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make-all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Clarkson kicks to Gobert. And there's the pass to Clarkson. Gobert down low. Passes it to O'Neal. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Here's Anderson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated to really the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Utah. This is to Bogdanovich. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. The power on that fruiting.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Clarkson against Morant. Clarkson taking his time here. Gobert trying to get open. The shot by Clarkson, no good. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Nobody near Allen. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Clarkson. There's a minute 40 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Gobert, and the rejection by Valanciunas. Second chance shot. Gobert can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Allen dishes to Brooks. Another shot. No good on that one. Good D by Bogdanovich. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Clarkson. It's good from long range.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 7. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Derek Favors.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play, and this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He said we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Allen kicks to Morant. And a miss there on the triple. Conley against Morant. Conley with it. And so it's Utah with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Derek. Long season. You don't want one loss to turn into two. How important was it to get this win tonight?
It's big for us. You know, we came out last game and play like bums, basically. So we just want to come in and make a statement this game so that we working hard, improving, and just trying to get a win.
You guys changed from bums to kings in one night. That's the league. Congrats, Derek. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.